Hi, I just had a brief interruption from my little friend, new friend who stays here in the backyard sometimes, here in Tucson, Arizona. And she's under the trackbed right now. My name's Douglas Truth, and she's going into the house right now. Just a second. And words fail me sometimes. But we keep trying, right? I keep trying. That's all we can do. It's really hard to wrap words around what reality is. And that's one of the things that actually consumes me, is what is going on? Who are we? Where are we? What's the world made of? What is it? What is reality? And I suppose some people may think I'm drawn to that just as a way to escape the mundane world. Maybe so. But I really think it's important, and I also think it's interesting and fun. Fun may be the wrong word, but I don't know what else to do. What I'm going to talk about today is 3 books, 2 of which I have with me. One is called Time Reborn by Lee Smolin, great physicist, works in Canada, cosmologist. And then this hefty tome here called The Exegesis of Philip K. Dick, one of my favorite authors, and I think probably the most important author of the 20th century. I think his book Valis is going to be as important, rated as highly as, say, Moby Dick was for the 19th century. And as usual, those things take a little time to to catch up, because those people are so far ahead of their time. So anyway, the exegesis is this huge, this is just a part of what he wrote. He wrote millions and millions of words trying to explain this, I guess you'd call it a religious experience he had in 1974. And he had a very, active mind, and he was well-read. And so he was trying to figure out what happened to him, and that's what the exegesis is all about. It's fascinating and dense and crazy and all different kinds of things, but I find it really interesting because he's trying to figure out who we are and where we are and what's going on. Same with Lee Smolin. And the 3rd book, which I haven't mentioned yet, is called The End of Time by Julian Barber, another physicist. Now, I'll talk about Smolin and Barber right now because it's really fascinating, the opposition that they have. Julian Barber in The End of Time says time does not exist. It's an illusion. There's just a series of static moments or configurations, and that consciousness passes through those, and there's an illusion of time, like persistence of vision almost. Lee Smolin says exactly the opposite, and these things are absolutely unfathomable and literally unimaginable, to me at least. Smolin says that time is real, but space is an emergent property. And emergent means it's something that comes out of something more basic. So space, he says, is not a basic part of reality. It's an emergent phenomenon based on kind of a network of something or other. It's really hard to get. I don't get it at all, but I'm fascinated by it. Oh, good dog. And but both of them have in common this amazing, like I said, literally unimaginable picture of what the world is. So Barber says that there's a configuration space that each point of which is a possible universe, like everything. So each point in this configuration space is a whole universe. And there's literally, of course there's got to be zillions and millions of them. Good girl. And consciousness for him is the mystery. Like consciousness kind of lights up each one of those worlds, and that's what we seem to inhabit. Each moment has the memories built into it. So the fact that you seem to remember a life is just that those memories are built into that configuration space. Great stuff, really. Fascinating. Now, so I picture that configuration space. All possible universes exist. Pretty cool. Smolin takes kind of another tack where he says that black holes, and there's millions and billions of them, each black hole creates a new universe, and we're in one of those right now. So we could be part, he calls it an evolution of Well, that laws can evolve as well as universes. And so there's millions and billions and trillions and zillions of universes, each black hole creating a new universe, some of which are constructed in such a way that they can hold life. It means great complexity, so they have a tendency toward complexity. I mean, I don't get this stuff, you know. To me, often these books just make me fall asleep, but I still try to knock something over, figure them out. Scared herself. It's okay. So anyway, that's probably it for the day. But I just want to recommend those 3 books to you if you're in a mood to puzzle yourself deeply, because it's a good thing to do. Okay, I gotta play with the dog now. Take care. Hey, Doug Truth here again. I just wanted to add a note while I'm going out to the backyard to, just as a, I don't know if it's a suggestion or it's not as strong as a request, but just to think about, if you're going to buy any of those books I mentioned, or any others for that matter, that you go down to the local bookseller, the real one, you know, with the human behind the counter, brick and mortar, and buy the book there and pay some sales tax on it. You know, you'll feel good about it because it's the right thing to do, and those 3 authors will certainly appreciate it as well. All right, take care. Thanks. I wish you well. Bye. Oh, what a good girl. This is a dog that's staying here for a little while. I don't know her name, but she's very sweet. Aren't you a good girl? Aren't you a good girl? Oh, what an open present. Like I said before, dogs don't have words, and that's one reason they're so nice. Off you go.